What's going on, everybody? It's been a minute. Hope everybody's been doing good. This is a fun showdown. This is what I love to see. All right. We'll run through these teams real quick. I mean, for those that maybe didn't watch the YouTube video, it won't take long. Team USA, I mean, really, offense is going to run through Asia Wilson and Brianna Stewart. Saw a little bit of a mention that maybe they pull back a little bit of their minutes, but I'm expecting close to 30 plus. And if this game's competitive, they're going to play. Like they're going to Asia pushed for 34 last game in a close game. Stewie played even more than that. She played 35. I would expect somewhere around 30 minutes for either of them. Two best plays on the slate by a wide margin. They just dominate the usage. Can't double either of them. So one-on-ones are going to dominate. Sabrina's overpriced. You can play her. She's going to be low owned if you want to get different. Just really hard to pay that price for players that we're going to talk about here in a second. BG 7K. I'm fading. Minutes are ticking down. I would expect her to play like 10 to 12 minutes, assuming no like random massive foul trouble for Asia or Stewie. AT at 6K. She's fine. Had a good game last time out. Typical AT fashion, 8, 6, and 4 in 16 minutes. The points probably aren't sustainable. Shooting 4 of 4 on the free throw line is really not sustainable for her. But don't mind her. She's going to be lower owned as well. Chelsea Gray, really hard to recommend. I mentioned to everyone how laughable this game against Japan was. 13 assists, like complete outlier. Played 9 minutes against Belgium. Thankfully, the people that mega clicked her at her mega increase in price were rightfully punished. I love Nafisa Collier at 5K. Minutes ticked way up. She was in massive foul trouble here against Japan. 15 minutes, 24 minutes against Belgium in a close game. Would expect her to play around 20 minutes, assuming the game's competitive. Joel Lloyd, fine play at 4,400. Price is solid on her. Kelsey Plum, 3,800. Price is solid on her. Just don't know why she's playing over Jackie Young. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Clea Copper DNP'd last game, so really, really risky to play her. Then you've got Jackie Young. She's super like passive on offense. Didn't take a shot last game in 9 minutes. Only had 1 assist, so really hard to recommend her. Then we got DT. Old lady DT at 2,600. 15 minutes and 14 minutes. So she's getting consistent minutes. Negative fantasy points last time out. She is priced at 2,600 though. Like I have interest just at the price alone. I mean, if you look down here, she is priced with players that will not play. Like Sontag will play. Like we're going to talk about her in a second. Wilk probably won't play. If she does, she's going to play 5 to 10 minutes. Barr won't play, Bessie Orr won't play, and Hartman will not play. So she's priced down here with players like Wilk may play 6 to 8 minutes. DT's playing double that, and we know she's a great three-point shooter. She could hit a couple threes and easily pay off that price point, and it lets you get all of the top-end plays. So we'll kick over here to Germany. This is short and sweet. They run an extremely tight rotation. We're still waiting on Baby Sabali news. It is a huge edge because there is no questionable tag for her. There is no mention of her being out down here in the latest player news. She missed the last game against Japan. It was a concussion. I'm not expecting her to play. If she does, she looks great at this price point. If she does not play, I cannot wait to see what the ownership looks like on her because people will play her. Not Baby Sabali, Satu. Best play on the slate for Germany, just a usage monster. 3 of 10, 11 of 17, taking a ton of shots. Good WNBA player, one of the better players in the league. So when she gets a team to herself, really hard not to click her. Fibich, 9,200, stuffs the stat sheet. Going to get you. She's a good defender. She's going to stuff the stat sheet. If the scoring is there, she can put up a good game. I prefer Peterson to her. Peterson's a lot more of a chunk. Like she's going to shoot it. She's going to chunk. 5 of 10, 2 of 13. Really poor shooting game, but the minutes, 39, 34. I love the upside in someone like Peterson. all three of these, like Satu is going to play low 30s minutes. Fibic's going to play mid 30s minutes. Peterson mid 30s minutes. If Baby Sabali is out, Gulic will play low 30s minutes. She started for Baby Sabali. She looks fine at her price point, but Geisel Soder is my favorite value play. She's going to play 30s, like low 30 minutes, and it is a good player. In the friendly game against USA, she had a great game against them and played mid 30s minutes. Booner, if Baby Sabali is out, would be the bench play that I would play. She's going to play mid-teens minutes, would get extended if Satu, Gulic, or Geisel Soder was to get in foul trouble, so would like her. She's a good fantasy point per minute player as well and doesn't take that many shots, so she can get there without shooting the ball. And then Sontag, like, if you are just completely against playing DT, like you're worried she's going to like shoot 0 of 3 and not get any peripheral stats, you can play Sontag for $200 more. She's more of a peripheral stat getter. She's a good defender, but she does not shoot the ball well either, so there is risk there, and her minutes are far less secure, especially if Baby Sabali's in. I just would not play Sontag at all. Like, she's completely out of play then. So we're still waiting on that news. That's really the only news we're waiting on. I will update everyone as soon as we get it. If we get it, we may not get it until we get starters. Once starters are announced, if Baby Sabali is not in the starting lineup, she is not playing. Like, that is just the way I'm going to run this. Like, she's just not going to play if she's not starting. So, yes, sir, we are back. We are back. Thankfully, like the last two showdowns for these women Olympic games, where I was at work, so I couldn't pop in and do a stream. So glad this one's on a Sunday where I can pop in. Time to build 20 lineups. Best of luck to you. I'm in the 20 max, but I just entered my 5 lineups, so I'm gonna choo-choo train them. Hopefully. Yeah, it's tough. Like, we haven't got opponent starting lineups until like 1 or 2 minutes before lock. So, like against Japan, it was like 30 seconds before lock that we got news that Takata wasn't starting, and they were just playing like an ultra small lineup. So then Belgium come out like 3 or 4 minutes before lock. So it's going to be dicey. I have a couple pivots, like a couple lineups that I'm going to swap to Baby Sabali if she plays, just because like she's going to play high 20s minutes and is going to get a lot of usage. So we'll just have to see. Like, I don't think she plays, so I kind of agree. Like, you should build that she's out, but like work on a couple ways to get to her if she's in. Yep, I'm still so mad that we don't have like full slates for women's. Like, we would have just printed money. It's ridiculous. Like, I know all these girls, and it's so annoying because we would have crushed the first game against Japan. Like, we got super unlucky. Like, Hayashi shot 1 of a million, but Yamamoto was underowned. It was ridiculous. And then against like Belgium, the Delaire game, like I was all over her and she nuked. We would have just cleaned house. We haven't even got to play like Nigeria or France or some of the other teams like China. Like there's so much of an edge on these showdowns. I just wish we would have got full slates. Would have been awesome. Satu is back. The friendly game against US, she didn't look good. Like, you could tell she had a ton of rust built up. But man, that last game against Japan, she shook the rust off quick. 11 of 17, 9 peripheral stats, a stock. Oh man. The only worry with Satu that I will tell you guys is she's gotten close to fouling out in both games. 4 fouls in each game. So, but it is what it is. Like, I'm I'm going to be way over the field on Satu. I think she's going to come in like 50 or 60%, just like Emma Miesemann did last game. But the deal with Satu is she's like, there's not a lot of value. So people are just going to go Asia, Stewie, and then drop down. Like they're not going to stack up the top three because they don't want to play the value plays. That's why I think Geisel Soder is a huge leverage play. I just think she's going to play low 30s minutes. 18 point spread, 4-2 or Germany. I think 3-3 is going to be the optimal. I think you can go 4-2 USA. It just depends. Like my deal with Team USA, like if you look at all their players, like obviously you want Asia and Stewie, and then if you're going to play two others, like Sabrina's not going to hit the optimal. BG's not going to hit the optimal. A-Team might, but at 6K, it's really hard to like click her over players around her. Chelsea Gray's not going to hit the optimal unless she has a complete outlier game again. I like Fee. Joel Lloyd could, but I mean, we're talking like, look at all the guards on this team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then if the game gets out of hand, Kalia Copper is gonna get minutes. That's 7. That's 7 guards, and there's not a lot of like wiggle room. So it's tough. That's why like Germany runs such a tight rotation. Sabali low 30s, Fiebich high 30s, Peterson high 30s, Gulich 30, Geisel Soder 30, Booner 15, Sontag like 7 or 8, Wilk 7 or 8, and that's it. Like, and obviously, like you don't really have to play Sontag and Wilk, but like their starters just play huge minutes, and they played huge minutes even in the friendly game with Team USA. Like, let's look it up. Satu played 26 minutes, shot 3 of 17. Geisel Soder played 34 minutes, shot 7 of 11. Geisel Soder had a really good game against Team USA. Baby Sabali played 23 minutes. Fiebich played 37. Peterson played 30. Her lowest minute total of all the friendly games and the 2 pool play games. So I like Germany. Yeah, I have way too much Diana Taurasi. Just too cheap, in my opinion. She's priced down there with players that just don't even play. So I will die on the Diana Taurasi hill. If she hits 2 threes for me today, I will be ecstatic. That's all I need from her. Fee Peterson, Fiebich, and Geisel Soder. Which 2 would you not fade? I like Peterson and Geisel Soder the most out of those 4. Like Fiebich is right there with Peterson, but the deal with Fiebich is like she costs so much more. She's so much more expensive than Peterson. So I lean Peterson for the discount, and I like Geisel Soder over Fee, just because I think Fee plays right around 20 minutes. Her usage has gotten better. She's still going to take her shots. But if you look, like she picked up a bunch of boards this last game, like 8 rebounds. I'm not expecting that again. So it's really hard. Like I think this 18.5 fantasy point line for Fee is probably the ceiling that you're hoping to get out of her. But at 5K, I mean, she's absolutely still in play. I will have shares. Yeah. Baby Sabali's grill is sick. Let's see here. See if we got any updates. Let me hit the update here. Wow. You got people like Women's USA Basketball plays Germany at 11:15 in a matchup that features 4 Liberty players. Like, tell me if Baby Sabali's playing. Like, it features her, but is she playing? Asia or Stewie at captain, it's truly a coin flip. I lean Asia. She's been like, it's Asia Wilson, but she's the most expensive. She's going to double. Like, she's going to go 20 and 10. It just depends what else she gets. She's a great shot blocker as well, so she can get you that stock upside, but it's really just a coin flip, like between those 2. I think Asia's been optimal in both lines or both showdowns that we've got. Stewie outscored her last game, though. Stewie will play more minutes. Like, if it comes down to it, Stewie will get an extra minute or two on Asia. So if that's like it, I have each at captain in different lines. DT captain for all the money. I mean, go for it. I don't hate it because you get to fit in everyone. Like, and that's on a slate like this. DT scores 10 points at like 10 fantasy points. She can, like, that could be the optimal captain just because it unloads everything. Like, you can play DT at captain and play whoever you want. Like, then you just have to hit the right 5. And you're playing Asia, Stewie, and Satu. So you have to hit the right 2. So I kind of dig it. Let's see here. We have the same starters for Team USA. They just announced that if anyone sees Baby Sabali updates or that she's out, please let me know. I'm looking on Twitter and Flash Score. So let's see here. Favorite captains, the top 3, Asia, Stewie, Satu. I don't have a Satu captain lineup. Just at her price, I would just rather go Stewie. But I like her at captain. I think you can full punt with DT. I like Geisel Soder at captain. She allows you to fit a lot in. Nafisa Collier's fine at captain. And then Peterson. Peterson's the sneaky one. I really like her. Usage is always there with her, and she can stuff the stat sheet. So I think really it's just like the top 3. Then, like, you could play Febich. I just don't think I can get there. Then you've got like Peterson, and then the cheaper captain plays, like the cheaper starters. 4,400 utility. It's probably just Joel. I think she's You can play Booner over her. I don't know if I would. I guess it would be more of a coin flip if Baby Sabali's out, but it's really, really hard. Like, Lloyd played extremely well last time out against Belgium. Obviously, you worry about her coming out, getting 2 rotations, shooting 0 of 3, and killing you. But I like the upside for Joel there. I love Geisel Soder. I love her even if Baby Sabali plays. It'll move Gulich back to the bench. And, like, in the friendly game, Gulich DNP'd. Like, Gulich did not play whatsoever. So I like Geisel Soder a lot either way. Let's see here. Still looking. See if I can find anything. And it's gonna be right at the end when we get this news. Yep, and like a nuke at 2,600. I mean, what is like? $13 fantasy points, 5x is that. DT can get that. Like in the friendly, she played 16 minutes, shot 2 of 5. She scored 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. If she puts that stat line up, I will be extremely happy. Like, I can't ask for much more than that. DT Sontag or Jackie Young, DT for me. Like, I'll go down on the ship. I'll ride that sucker all the way to the bottom. DT. just the minutes. Like, she's starting, she's going to play 13 to 15 minutes, and we know what kind of shooter she is. It wouldn't shock me if she hits like 3 or 4 threes one of these games. Like, she's going to shoot it, and she's going to be open. So all we need is a couple. Like, I'm not asking her to try to go and like go for 20. Like, just hit a couple threes and grab a couple boards or dish out a couple assists. Like, that's all I want. I'm not picky. Let's see here. See if we got any updates. Like, Flash Score is so slow, man. They don't even have the USA lineup updated. Oh, man. I just know this is going to just screw me. Like, she's going to get announced in after lock, and with nothing on DraftKings, like, people are going to play her and just get lucky. Let's see here. I'm just going to keep updating this. Yeah, they still don't have that. Oh, man. Why? Why? See if I update it, if it pops it. Nope. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, thank God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, we should still get news, but all right, bet. That is awesome. Sweet. Now we just need updates. Make sure the starting lineup's the same. I would be shocked if they change anything, like the way they. Hold on, let's see here. Watching this video. Yep. Sably is out. She's wearing street clothes. So, yep, she's out. All right, cool. Baby Sably's out. Yes. Thank God. I hope she's 100% owned. Actually, no, because a lot of you guys are in here. She's going to be like, if I had to guess, she'll probably come in like 20-ish percent owned. Whatever she comes in at, like, they're just dead. Like, insta dead, paying that price for. So these lineups that I had set up to make with Baby Sably, we can crunch them. Now, let's make sure my lineups are good. Let's see. Happy with that. I think I'm locked in. I know no real priorities. Like, I wasn't expecting her to play, but I think it makes like Gulich, like, she's in play at her price point. I don't love it. I would rather just pay $2,000 less and play Geisel Soder, but she's going to be lower owned because she's $2,000 more expensive, and she's a good fantasy point per minute player. So don't mind going there. She's going to be low owned. And then you got like Geisel Soder. It makes Booner in play off the bench. At 4,200, I think you can play her. So don't really change my opinion too much. I'll cover some like college football and stuff later on. It's just I don't really have the time to cover like multiple sports. Like, I work 48 hours a week, and it's tough. Like, I just have I've watched women's basketball for years, so that's my main reason. Let's see here. I think it's a lot closer. I think you can go Booner. I'm expecting her to play like mid-teens minutes. Would get extended like if Geisel Soder, like they don't have very many bigs, so would get extended like if Geisel Soder or Gulich or Satu was to get in foul trouble. So I think it's really close. Like I'm more confident that that Lloyd can hit some shots, but like not as confident in the minutes. Yep, Gulich started last game. Yep. She played 32 minutes against Japan. Obviously, like, can't really take a lot into that because like Japan plays so small. So yeah, I don't mind Fiat captain. I think you can go there to fit in more of the top plays. Geisel Soder captain, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Yep. I'll have some content for college football. It's a lot though. Like there's so much going on with college football. Like I'll do some videos, but it'll be like after WNBA wraps up. All right, almost lock time. I'm excited to see some of this ownership. Like I think it's gonna be interesting. Febich, like she's just so expensive. I don't have a lot of Febich, so she's probably gonna go crazy. OU. Forever and ever, they've been really bad, and then better, and then bad. But yeah, OU. But I used to be all about the NFL, and like these past like 4 or 5 years, my interest in the NFL is like dropped, and I just love college football. I love college sports in general, mostly, pretty much all of college sports. DT ownership guess, I'd say probably like, man, at her price, I think it'll get steamed a bit just with like if people are trying to play Asia Stewie and Satu, they're pretty much going to have to play her. So I'd say probably like 30 to 40%, somewhere right around there. Yep. So we did get official confirmation like 36 seconds ago. Lean with Lloyd or Plum. I lean Joel Lloyd. I just don't trust Kelsey Plum whatsoever. I think she'll be higher than 20. I hope she's 20%. That'd be just mega leverage. But I just think at her price, and since she's starting, like people are going to click her. Yeah. Unless they just look at the box scores and then don't pay attention. So I'm hoping your number is right and I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm really excited for this OU team. I'm excited to go to the SEC and see what they can do. Defense should be solid. I'm interested to see how Arnold progresses on the offensive end. I've only played like 3 online games. Even like with no WNBA, I've just been so busy. But man, online is amazing. And yeah, I just run the triple option. I just run the teams that run the option. It's so fun. Not for me. I would just rather play DT. Like you can play her. I would play Sontag over her, but like she's okay. Like I would just much rather play DT. She's gonna play 10 more minutes for sure. But yeah, punt in general, you can go there. Let's see lineups. All right, yeah, we got Germany lineups. It is the same as last game. Peterson, Febich, Satu, Geisel Soder, and Gulich. So regular starters for them that I was expecting. So I cannot wait to see this ownership. I want to see baby Sabali's ownership. I think I'm like 2-1 on NCAA online. I got steamrolled The first game I played, I got just wrecked. Pretty sure it was like a 10-year-old too. All right, my lineups are good. I'm happy with them. I have so much DT. Like just one time for me, DT. Baby Sombly 50%. I pray to everything that is true. I pray. I'm going to have to look through lineups to find her, though, because good Lord willing knows I didn't play her. I played Gulich in one lineup. I'm pretty heavy. So my ownership in 5 lines, like I put 5 lines in the main contest. I maxed the quarter jukebox and the $1. I played Asia and Stewie in all 5 lines. I played DT in 4 of 5, Satu in 4 of 5, Peterson in 3 of 5, Geiselsoder in 3 of 5, and then Fee in 2. And then I did a bunch of one-offs. I did Lloyd, Kelsey, Febich, and Gulich in 1 each. So ready to – I really am interested to see this ownership. Let's see here. Stewie 89%, Asian 93%, Satu 60%, kind of what I expected. Somewhere right around there. Geiselsoder 55%, Lloyd 26%, Kelsey Plum 21%, Diana Taurasi 19%. What a call! What a call! Yeah, that's just box score watchers. They have to be punished. That is absolutely asinine that she is that low. Peterson at 43% is a joke as well. Febich 23%. Like, I mean, it's really hard to get to her, so not surprised with that number. So, yeah, that's crazy. I really can't believe that. Yeah, one time. So that's going to do it for me, guys. It was fun. I'm so ready for WNBA to be back. We're getting closer. So we'll see you guys for the next one. Obviously, I'll still keep doing these YouTube videos and everything for the Women's Olympics as long as they give them to us. So we'll see you guys for the next one.